now, everybody. It is Monday, November 13th of 2023. I hope you all had an enjoyable weekend. Mine was okay. It wasn't super spectacular, but it wasn't bad. I had gone out and bought a new Christmas tree because the one I had last year, the lights weren't working right and whatever. So I bought a new tree. But I said, before I actually put up this new tree and get rid of the old one, let me make sure that the lights are screwed on it before I do anything. So I pull all my Christmas stuff out because the tree's the last thing, of course. So I pulled the tree out. I set it up. There was one bulb out. I switched it. Everything worked. So now I got to return the other tree because I'm not going to have 3 trees in my house. I already got 2. So I have to bring that back on Saturday. So that was that. And actually, usually when I move around a lot of boxes and stuff, my back hurts me and I'm a little bit, not this time. I wasn't bad at all. So we got that out of the way. Sunday morning, I wake up and I get my newspaper. And a couple of days earlier, I had written to Voice of the People of Daily News. Because I bitched about Brian Cashman at his bullshit press conference, saying how fucking good the Yankees were. Well, like his delusion, because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room and he's not. And he's talking down to Yankee fans. So I wrote a letter to the Daily News saying, what I needed to say. If you want to see it, it's on NewYorkDailyNews.com. It's about the fans starting to turn on Brian Cashman. It's the lead story. It's the lead. It's the headline of Voice of the People for Sunday the 12th. So if that's where you want to see it, I find it amusing. Because now I go around to people and say I'm a published author. But it's not. I used to write every once in a while, and I'd get a little snippet on there, like the underneath. I never got the top spot, and I was fucking thrilled with that. The little things in life. So that was a nice thing on Sunday morning. The rest of the day sucked. The Giants are fucking terrible. They're absolutely fucking terrible. And I'm sorry. But you're from New Jersey when you see the parents. Oh my God, did you see DeVito's parents? They stuck out like a sore fucking thumb in Texas. I'm telling you. I feel bad for the kid only because he's not that good. He's not that good. Now, I don't know if he's ever going to get a chance to be that good. I doubt it. It's too bad because I would like to see them develop him, perhaps, but they threw him right into the fire, and he's got no shot. But trust me, his parents are the older version of Jersey Shore. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Jets blew it. They should have beaten Vegas. They didn't. I didn't watch the whole game because I was sitting there going, what the fuck? It was boring. It was a boring fucking game most of the time. So I stopped watching it. Then I found out this morning that, of course, Zach Wilson threw an interception at the end of the game. Of course he did. You're relying on him to fucking bring it down the field? Forget it. Okay, so that was that. I did miss the Ranger game last night. I don't know if they won. I have no idea. I didn't look. I could probably look now if I wanted to. There was a whole big shit show last week with all the Palestine stuff. People ripping down flags? What's the matter with you? What is wrong with you? All these people think that Palestine's. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Because if you read the history of the Palestinian people, they've been thrown out of 3 different Arab countries. I mean, thrown out. And apparently Lebanon still hasn't recovered from that. I don't know. It seems like they bring this shit on themselves. When you have Hamas being your government, and they're in their fucking charter, it says kill Jews, basically, wipe them off the planet. I mean, really? And the people yelling from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That means you. It's funny because they're talking about the genocide of Palestinians and Hamas, what Israel's doing, but they're chanting they want genocide against the Jews, which already happened once. Didn't wipe them out, but it happened once. So I don't. People don't know history. They don't read history. Maybe I'm off from the history that I've been seeing. But it's not exactly the nicest fucking thing. I don't know. People don't want to hear it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I mean, when you come into a music festival and you wipe out the fucking every person there, rape women, behead and burn children. People were we were talking about the family that they burned the baby alive in the oven. The first responders said, yes, that's what happened. And now there's conflicting stories about it. So who do you believe anymore? You can't believe any of the fucking press you read. Because now a bunch of kids died in a hospital because Israelis were bombing the hospital or attacking the hospital. Meanwhile, Hamas is underneath the hospital doing their operations. Allegedly, I don't know. There's so many conflicting stories coming out. It's hard to make heads or tails of things. All I know is Hamas came in, they massacred a bunch of people, and now they basically played fuck around and find out. They're finding out now. They fucked around, and now they're finding out. That's just what it seems like it to me. And the people who are saying that Palestine should be free, well, yeah, fine, Palestine should be free, but they brought this on themselves. At least in my view. It's the ultimate fuck around and find out. Like I said, fuck around, find out what happens. Now they're finding out what happens. And there's going to be no ceasefire. You can claim all the ceasefire you want. But I just read in the paper that there's not going to be a ceasefire until all the hostages are freed. All of them. And I don't foresee them doing that because, look, with the way Hamas is and their track record, they're probably all dead anyway. They let some out to make you think there was someone still alive. But I have a feeling if the majority of, if not all, remaining ones are dead. Now, I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, and they could be using them as pawns and human shields like they do with the regular people, the regular Palestinian people who, for some reason, are stuck in the crossfire of this. But it's also another thing. You brought this on yourself. You put Hamas in power. You brought this on yourself. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say, but that's just what it seems like to me. So that's my little rant for today. You all have a good day, and we'll just keep watching to see what goes on. I'm sure there's going to be people bitching on here today like they have all week. Booyah.